Sabi ni Cayetano, kung nilagay ako dito ng Panginoon for 8 days, for 8-day mission, dapat 8 days. Tama ba? 8-day. Pwede ba siya mag-singular dun sa 8-day? Anyways, kung nilagay ako dito ng Panginoon for an 8-day mission, pero hindi ito marunong baka mali talaga to. Kasi napakinggan ko yung fourth with niya eh. Walang T, walang CH. For with. 3 beses niya inulit eh. Nung last year, sabi ko, binibigyan niya ng definition yung for with. Okay yung agad-agad sabi niya, pero yung for with, yung pronunciation niya ng for with, ng fourth with, walang TH. For with lang daw, FOR. Tapos WITH na kagad. Sabi ko baka mali binibigyan mo ng pakahulugan, bossing ha. So, Alan Cayetano. Ayan si Alan Cayetano. Sabi niya, kung mission ko ang simulan ang impeachment, tatanggapin ko yun. Kung talagang itinalaga ako dito ng Diyos o ng Panginoon na 8 araw na mission lang, tatanggapin ko yon. Pero kung ang mission ko ay simulan yung impeachment, tatanggapin ko rin po yon. Nagpapahiwatig na po. Kabahan ka na pag may session bukas, dali ka. No? Dali ka. Ito mga mandirigma. One sentence from the Senate President, Alan Cayetano. No? Lalong dumagdag sa political tension doon sa impeachment issue involving Sara Duterte. Kasi syempre nung pagkasabi niya, if God, thou shall not use the name of God in vain. Kung ang Panginoon daw, nilagay siya ng 4 na araw na misyon, tatanggapin niya. 4 na araw, 8 araw. Maraming tao, no, ngayon nakita yung senyales. Ano ba to? Nagpapahiwating na ba to? Baka matitigok na to. Ay, wag naman, wag naman. Wag ka. Stay away from the light. Cayetano, stay away from the light. Siyempre, not necessarily conviction, not necessarily bias, but readiness. Alam niyo yun, parang general preparing for battle. Hindi pa nagsisimula ang laban pero nakaayos na ng armor. Ganun naman yung gusto ni Alan Peter Panot Cayetano. And politically, that changes the atmosphere immediately. Di ba? Nagbigay ng panindali ang saya sa ating mga Pilipino. Why the statements matters? Siyempre, the reason this statement become explosive online is because many Filipinos were already questioning whether the Senate would delay, whether the Senate would weaken, or the Senate will avoid the impeachment process altogether. So when the Senate President publicly says he is preparing to initiate the process if it becomes his mission, which is nag-convene na siya, makakalis ka na. Okay, makakalis ka na po. Okay na. Makakalayas ka na. Hindi kasi, di ba? People interpret that as acknowledgement of constitutional duty, openness to proceeding, and possible movement inside the Senate itself. So, ngayon, nagpapaawa na ang walang niya. Naiiyak. Nagkukunyaring holographic siya, Diyos. Oo nga yun na lang, napakalaking blasphemy yun. Blasphemous. Raw siya? Ambassador of Jesus Christ. Ang walang niya, Pero maganda. Kasi the train engines starting na. Nagsimula na. Kagaya na sinabi ko kanina, kapag umandar na yung makina, ang ibig sabihin, posible nang gumalaw yung buong train. Gumalaw na yung makina Nag-start na. And that's why both supporters and critics reacted strongly. Because everyone knows, once impeachment formally gains momentum, the political pressure becomes much harder to stop. becomes much harder to stop. The religious language and political message ng mga sinabi ni Cayetano, wala, kaukawin sa kanal. And then, another thing many people noticed, no, was the wording itself. Cayetano framed the situation almost like a divine assignment or a mission. Anak ng tao, ayop, may mission, pinadala ka ng langit. Pero ano, sinong Diyos ba yan? Biruin mo, may divine intervention. Merong ipinadala, no? Ang ilalim ng lupa dapat Galing ka siya Ito talaga, di ba, noong ko pa sinasabi, si Cayetano, no? Demonyo, nagkatawang tao, tumakbong senador, ang pudya. Sabay nagdidila sa press conference. Cayetano, may tanong kami, bakit ka ba dila ng dila, hayop ka? Ganun lang, ganun. Of course, kung nilagay ako dito ng Panginoon for 8 days mission, tatanggapin ko yon. Pero kung ang mission ko ay simula yung impeachment, tatanggapin ko rin yon. Si Boy Dila ang bungal. Hindi. Ito syempre, sa Philippine politics, religious framing, no? Alam niya alam ni Alan is powerful emotionally because it creates the image of sacrifice, duty, moral responsibility, and higher purpose ang datingan. Parang si Bato de la Rosa. Kaya siya umalis sa Senate, ayaw niya na raw makalagkad yung Senate. Wow, napakadakilang adhikain ng walang niya. Biruin mo, yung pagtakas, ikinumpara sa pagiging bayani, ang walang niyang niya. Pastor Cayetano, alam mo ba yung kasalanan niyang blasphemy? Oo nga Grabing, syempre, but of course, no? Critics and supporters will interpret that differently. Some will say, he is simply preparing to follow constitutional duty. Yan sasabihin ng mga supporters niya. Siyempre, others will say, he is slowly conditioning the public for impeachment proceedings. Sa tingin ko, walang magsasabi nun. Alam naman natin, demonyo to. Hindi, ginawa niya Ni-start niya na. Alam niyo yung chess player, touching the first piece. Hindi pa full move. Pero alam na ng lahat, nagsimula na yung laban. Di ba ganun? Yung konsepto ng touch move. And once that first signal is given publicly, speculation intensifies immediately. Why the pressure is growing? The pressure is also growing because public sentiment surrounding the impeachment issue has become heavier in recent weeks. They are already meron na mga survey discussion. Meron na mga demands sa accountability. Meron na mga public frustrations. And syempre yung mga lumalaking tanong about transparency and syempre yung political protection. So every statement from Senate leadership now becomes magnified politically. Especially from someone holding one of the highest position inside the institution. Parang yung pressure cooker with lock lid. Diba? Habang mas umiinit ang issue, mas lumalakas ang pressure sa loob. Kagaya lang din nung sinabi natin kanina. And many senators now understand, no? Whatever decision, ba't ba nabubulol-bulo tayo? Whatever decision they make regarding impeachment will affect not only Sara Duterte, but also the credibility of the Senate itself. So, Ayan at this point, Alan Cayetano's statement may have sounded calm and measured, but politically, it sent a very loud message across the country. Di po ba? Because whether impeachment proceeds or not, Filipinos are now closely watching if the Senate will truly follow constitutional duty or political survival. So, panalo tayo dito. No? Dahil napilitan na si Alan Peter Cayetano magbukas. Nakita niyo naman, Saturday, Sunday Parang nagmamakaawa dun. Hindi, ibubukas na namin. Ibubukas ko. Basta ako pa rin ang Senate President. Parang gano'n. Parang gano'n. Maawa naman kayo sa akin, 8 araw. Gawin nyo naman 15. May usapan daw na gano'n. Totoo ba yun? Then, 8 araw. 8 araw. 8 araw nyo lang ako gusto gawin Senate President? Paano yun? Bakit 8 araw lang na gusto nyo akong gawin Senate President? Paano yan magiging tama si Banat Boy? Yung post niya 1 month ago. A week ago na ako ang pinaka magiging short timer sa pagiging Senate President. So anyways, punta na tayo sa ating susunod na topic. Punta na tayo sa ating susunod na topic. Grabe, 6:30 na dito sa amin. So that's 10:30. Meron akong live dapat ng 10:15. Gusto ko pang umisa. Para tuloy-tuloy na. Kasi 1 hour, 10 minutes pa lang naman. Nakatingin sa kayo asawa ko. Punta na tayo. Hindi, busy kasi ako kanina. Madami tayong ginawa. So, ngayon, punta na tayo sa ating final topic. Ito kasi, I do believe na medyo importante rin ito kasi yung Department of Budget and Management, no, is malaking posisyon, no? Kasi it involves pera. Mangkanots. Sabi ni Ma'am Rochelle. So, Boss Edgar Tambok, Boss Pinoy, Platero, shoutout po sa lahat. Ito, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. appointed University of Philippines Professor Kim Robert De Leon as the new Secretary of the Department of Budget and Management. Malacanang announced Monday, May 18. Ayan, palakpakan. Sigurado ako, no, kagaya ko, marami rin sa inyo ang hindi nakakakilala sa kanya. Huwag kayong mag-alala. Ano ba si Secretary Mina dati ng DBM? Maraming nagpakilala mga baka gawan din to ng research. Ako nag-research ako ng konti, hindi ko naman siya masyadong kilala. Pero I think it's a good gesture, no, bilang PBBM supporter to introduce din sa atin, no, sa inyo. Para at least alam natin or rather may somehow may back, titingnan natin kung anong background. And I promise, gagawan pa natin ng deeper research pagdating sa kung sino ba si Professor Kim Robert De Leon, now Secretary, DBM Secretary. So, ayan nga po, inappoint na ang bagong Department of Budget Management Secretary, no, ng Malacanang. Ang tanong, why did Marcos pick a young UP professor to handle the nation's budget? No? Ba't kayo nagtatanong? Sabi niyo, gusto niyo bata. Ngayong bata, may tanong pa rin kayo? Hindi, wala naman tayo nagtatanong. So, PBBM's new budget chief signals a possible shift in government strategy. Baka may bagong strategy. Siyempre, first impressions last. So dapat maganda yung simula, no? Automatic magsisimula na ulit ang budgeting. We are on the half of the mark, no, ng taon. So, eto kasi no, ang nakakuha ng atensyon ng mga tao is matapos sabihin ni PBBM, no, or matapos niyang i-appoint si si Boss Robert De Leon or Secretary Robert De Leon, no, secretary ng Department on the Budget and Management, no, or DBM, hindi dahil sa kontrobersiya, pero dahil maraming Pilipino nagtatanong talaga, who exactly is this guy? And why did PBBM choose him? Because unlike traditional cabinet veterans like Kim Robert De Leon, di ba, is relatively young. Hindi kagaya ng mga veterans na cabinet member. Di ba? Dapat academic oriented and comes from a public administration background, which is shoot naman si Kim Robert De Leon, 'di ba? And politically, that appointment may be signaling something deeper. Young engineer, let's say a young engineer given control of a massive machine, malaking makina. Kapag batang technical ang pinahawak mo sa napakalaking sistema, ibig sabihin gusto mong ayusin ang makina, hindi lang paandarin. Boss Roger Pilar, shout out. Ba, dami niyang Roger ngayon Pero tingnan natin, who is Kim Robert De Leon? Kasi let's look dun sa background carefully. No? Si Kim Robert De Leon is not simply a random academic. According to available reports, basahin ko, wait lang, pull out ko lang ang ating basahin. Ayan, mahirap magbasa. lakihan ko na lang. Ayon, no, sa available reports, UP graduate. Mga taga-UP matatalino, di ba? Ang tumatabla sa talino ng mga taga-UP si Banat Boy lang. joke lang. Magna cum laude. Aba! Si Secretary Kim Robert, magna cum laude. Class valedictorian. Wow! Valedictorian pa. Oh. Top notcher in environmental planning. Oh, palakpakan. Oh, ang dami, no? UP graduate. Siyempre, pag UP graduate ka, ano yan, maganda yan, di ba, boss Ate Tiger Eyes? Magna cum laude. Class valedictorian. Top notcher in environmental planning. Assistant professor in public administration. Former DBM undersecretary. And former DOTR undersecretary. Ngayon, kung ganyan pa ang edad niya, undersecretary na siya, achiever yan. 'Di ba? And plus, ayan magna cum laude. Konting kembot na lang, suma na. Meaning, he already has expertise inside bureaucracy before becoming secretary. And his expertise reportedly includes governmental accounting, budgeting, auditing, fiscal administration, procurement system, governance reforms, and that's important. Oh. 'Di ba? Kasi syempre pagka DBM ka, it's not just about releasing money. 'Di ba? Ang trabaho ng DBM, control. Kailangan nilang kontrolin? National budget priorities, agency funding, procurement systems, government financial disciplines. Oh. Kaya, shoot siya dyan. Okay naman yan. Para sa akin, Oh. Parang, alam niyo yung air traffic control tower, 'di ba? Hindi ikaw ang piloto ng bawat eroplano. Pero ikaw ang kumokontrol sa galaw ng buong sistema. And that is why DBM is one of the most powerful department in the government. Ano yung mga posibleng rason? Bakit siya pinili? Now, politically, maraming possible reason kung bakit siya pinili ni PBBM. First possible reason, akin lang to ha. Akin lang to. Base dun sa na-research ko. Dun sa kanina. First possible reason, technical image over political image. Di ba? Marcos may be trying to project competence, professionalism, technocrat governance instead of old-style political appointments. Because Kim De Leon's profile is more policy technocrat and the traditional than a traditional trapo politician. Bago. Makabago. Parang ano, Ma'am Tiffany, mechanic instead of a salesman. Kapag may problema ang makina, minsan hindi mo kailangan na mahusay magsalita. Hindi po ba? Hindi mo kailangan na magaling bumoka. Kailangan mo ng marunong magkumpone ng makina. Second, posibleng second possible reason, cleaner image after controversies. Remember, BBM recently became sensitive politically because of controversies. It is surrounded, no, by controversies about budget insertion, corruption, mga aligasyon ng korupsyon, konektado doon sa previous officials. So appointing a younger academic, no, with reform-oriented credentials could be part of rebuilding public trust. Parang reset button. Parang bagong driver after ng major car crash. Kapag nasira ang tiwala sa dating driver, minsan nagpapalit ka ng bagong hahawak ng manibela. May bagong technique, may bagong strategy, may fresh, may young. Sana si Vico Soto na lang ang nilagay ni PBBM. Mayor kasi yun eh. So yung vice mayor, magme-mayor, last term naman na ni Mayor Vico. I think kahit si Vico ang offeran, baka tanggihan Mamaribel. Kung inoffer kay Mayor Magalong, baka kunin ni Mayor Magalong. Hindi kasi syempre, di ba? PBBM may also be investing in younger technocrats. Yung who can stay influential beyond one political cycle. No? Influential pa rin after a political cycle. Yun siguro yung gusto. Because unlike yung traditional appointees, no, yung nearing retirement age, kagaya nila Bonoan, si Executive Secretary Bersamin, diba, medyo baka magbulsa na eh. joke lang. Magre-retire na, joke lang, Executive Bersamin, joke lang. Hindi, syempre, di ba? So, because, syempre, unlike traditional appointees, na ganun nga, nearing retirement. So, and politically that matters. Kasi, planting a tree early, di ba? Kapag maaga ka nagtanim, mas matagal mong mapapakinabangan yung bunga. So, yan yung mga and I think we're all goods for that. No, medyo mahaba-haba pa. Siguro yung pwede nating i-research pagdating kay bagong Secretary Kim Robert De Leon, and congratulations to you. Congratulations to you, Secretary Robert De Leon. Ayan. Sana, no? magpakagaling-galing ka dyan sa inupo mong posisyon.
Sara magnanakaw.